Okay, can you guess what's coming up next? Uh, we're looking at something by Smashing Pumpkins. The song is Through the Eyes of Ruby. Um, of course, I've heard of the band, and I'm sure I've heard a few songs here and there. I can't say that I um, purchased any of their music, but again, I've heard of them. I don't know. I'm assuming I haven't heard the song because it's not ringing a bell. But sometimes I'll listen to it and go, okay, I've kind of heard that before. Maybe something that you played, or
Definitely. Oh, probably not this one.
probably not this one. An album cut or deeper cut?
It's just deeper in the album.
Deeper in the album. Okay, that's what I like. So something that I have no idea. I do have the lyrics right up here, so I will be looking at the lyrics as we go. So let's listen to Through the Eyes of Ruby by Smashing Pumpkins. Wow, what an interesting song. Definitely cool. So, um, the chord progression in that song was really interesting. I was trying to lock in on it, and I was having a hard time. It's kind of like what I remember of Kurt Cobain when he would write a song. He would use these really unique chord progressions that kind of looped around, but were not what you would think. In other words, when I say not what you would think, not like a traditional chord progression that you may have heard a million times over. Something kind of fresh and something kind of new, go into chords you don't expect. And this has that same type of effect. It's very. I find it very interesting. This style of chords and putting together a chord thing. So. The way it goes around. Interesting. So let's take a listen. What is that? That's like a to a F. Really cool. So it sounds like the guitars to be able to do what I'm hearing there. It sounds like the guitars are tuned down to an E flat, because when he hits this F chord, the sound I'm hearing would be an open first string and second string. So in this case would be that sound right there. And that's something that you would do on a guitar if it was tuned normally. You'd be playing an F sharp chord, but leaving the E and the B string open. So that's a really cool sound. I like that a lot. That sound to an A flat chord too. So that's really interesting. So we have E flat minor basically, and then we have, which is really a D flat, and then going to the 2 chord, which all of a sudden becomes major, which is interesting. That's just such a cool sound. And then you throw these 2 notes, the E flat. I was in the wrong key. Really cool sound. I like that a lot. The lyrics I'm looking at: wrap me up in always and drag me in with maybes. Yeah, your innocence is treasure, your innocence is death. Your innocence is all I have. Breathing underwater and living under glass. The chorusing and the flanging and the delay effects on everything in here really give it that kind of dreamy, otherworldly, and in this case, underwatery kind of feel. I like that a lot. I think that's really cool and really brings the song to life. And if you noticed, when we got through there, they were playing that kind of middle section there, and I wanted to switch and look at the album art here. And it's, whoever did the album art really seemed to capture the essence of this band. So, I got a kick out of that. So, I'm old school. So, back in the day, you would save up your money, whether you were mowing somebody's lawn or whether you were, you got an allowance from your family or whatever, and you saved up your dollars and you went to the store to buy an album. And one of the big points in buying an album was the album cover, because you may have heard a song on the radio, or a friend may have turned you on to a song on a specific album, but the big selling point was looking at the album art and just kind of getting lost in it, and it added such an extra dimension to the music. And if it was a really good album cover, the artist, the graphic artist that put it together, and if they really captured the essence of the band, that became part of the allure of the album. And I feel the same way about this album art over here. I'm looking at it, and everything about it is cool and seemed to match the vibe of this song. So really, really nice stuff here. Smashing Pumpkins, again, heard of them, haven't heard a lot of their stuff, so this is a brand new listen for me. I like this song. I would definitely listen to it again. Truthfully, I'm not 100% sure what the lyrics are about, because again, they're a little more abstract, and I like them. And truthfully, I would probably listen to it 2 or 3 times and see, what comes to mind with the lyrics, because I'm not looking to decode the lyrics and say, oh, it's about this or it's about that. You may be able to clue me in on that, but for the most part, when I listen to a song, I'm listening to it through the lens of my own life. And a lot of times, if there are things in there that I can relate to, even if they're just little phrases, that helps me put my own ideas into the song and my own imagery into the song, and make it mine. And that's what's going on here. So probably a couple more listens, and I like everything in it. I just don't know 100% what their what was the reason behind these, what's going on. But it doesn't really matter. I like the lyrics, I like the song. So Through the Eyes of Ruby, Smashing Pumpkins, very very creative, very artistic. I like this song a lot. So good call. And again, guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you so much for giving us great suggestions and great comments. And we're looking forward to doing a lot more, and just keeping this thing going. So thanks a lot.